MotorWeek is made possible by Lucas Oil and TireRack.com.
Chrysler Corporation now makes a larger variety of front-wheel drive models than any other car manufacturer. Though many of them are simply disguised versions of their K-car design, it does mean that Detroit's shakiest car maker can fashion a front-wheel drive vehicle for almost any market niche. MotorWeek has already reported on their high-price spread, the Chrysler LeBaron Coupe, and will soon give you a test drive in their new front-drive convertible. But this week we turn to a more utilitarian member of the K-car family, the Plymouth Reliant station wagon, the largest front-wheel drive wagon made in the United States.
Because of its spacious interior, we'll call the compact Plymouth Reliant station wagon a mid-size car, even though it's 2 feet shorter and 900 pounds lighter than the Volare it replaces. Base price, $8,500. Our test car, loaded with options and complete with Squire wood tone, rang the cash register with a bill of $11,650. To really appreciate the design of the Reliant wagon, first draw yourself away from its large, uninteresting egg crate grille and focus on its long, straight slab sides. What you have here is about the most uncluttered design on our highways. You might find this simplicity boring, but this is a car that instantly communicates its sole purpose in life: to carry everyday families and all their belongings wherever they wish to go while not looking like a glassed-in pickup truck. The Reliant wagon has a single-piece top-opening tailgate with a fixed rear window. That gives you a low sill for loading and a long, almost flat floor. With the rear seat folded down, you could fit a box measuring 5 feet 3 inches long by 2 feet 6 inches high by 3 feet 4 inches wide and still close the door. But there's a drawback here. If you have a flat, much of that cargo has to be removed to find the temporary spare tire and good scissors jack housed under the cargo floor. As far as passengers go, it's standard K-car. The seats are comfortable, if a bit soft, and the dashboard is trimmed in more wood tone and chrome. There are few gauges. Warning lights do most of the duties. 3 small rear seat passengers will get an extra sometime this year. The currently fixed side door glass will be made to roll down partially, a welcomed addition. As we've said so many times, we think Chrysler has done a better than average job in housing transverse mounted front drive engines. With the exception of belts, always a chore to change, everything else is very accessible. Even with all the options on board, the oil dipstick, filter, rear-facing spark plugs, and all fluid reservoirs are within easy reach. We take our hat off to them once again. We like the ride of the Reliant more than the previous LeBaron, since the springs aren't as soft and the suspension is generally better controlled. However, the power rack and pinion steering is still numb in road feel and slow to respond. Our 2,800-pound car also came equipped with the Mitsubishi-made 2.6-liter 4 and a 3-speed automatic. The consensus was that this is an adequate combination that will never be known for brisk performance. And indeed, you can forget brisk. In our passing test, a full throttle push from 40 to 55 miles per hour, a time of 6 seconds was the Reliant's best effort. Since stoplight dashes will be a fact of life for this wagon, our 500-foot acceleration test was next. Time, 10.9 seconds and 52 miles per hour. That rates a fair, which is better than slow. The Reliant's turning diameter for all those crowded supermarket parking lots was 35 feet, an average showing. Both fast and slow speed handling in the Reliant is also adequate. There's a fair amount of body roll and increasing amounts of oversteer as you move through the course. That's the tendency of the light rear end to lose traction and swing to the outside of a turn while cornering. That lightness of the rear also influenced our braking test. From 30 miles per hour, panic stops were made in a short 38 feet. Fade and pull were non-existent. However, in almost every case, the back end started to swing left. That situation became worse at 55, though in most other categories the brakes performed well. Stops were made in a brief 121 feet. There was minimal fade from the power front disc rear drums. The Reliant wagon has a good basic system, but it could use some reapportioning between the fore and aft brakes to help eliminate the possibility of spins. The old days of station wagons being noisy seem to be gone, at least in those made by Detroit. The Reliant was very quiet, with a reading at the driver's ear of 68 decibels at 55 miles per hour and little vibration. Mileage will also be a strong point in this car, with an EPA rating of 23 city, 31 highway. Our testing, which is harsher than normal driving, produced an average of 25 miles per gallon. If there was any doubt, let me state it clearly. I liked the Plymouth Reliant station wagon, and so did our testing crew. Collectively, we'd like to see some work done on the braking system, and more power would be appreciated. But beyond that, this compact outside, mid-size inside wagon from Chrysler could help the number 3 automaker back to good health while making the hauling of America more stylish and efficient.